Back to Teague. Millsap inside. He's guarded by Love. It's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. The Hawks have shot just 1 free throw early. 1 for 1 in the game. And the first one drops. A big group substitution here for Cleveland.
I like the effort, son.
I'm feeling it, coach.
Smith's checked in for James. And it's Iman Shumpert in for Jones. And with some changes, Kevin Love's checked in for Mozgov. LeBron comes in for J.R. Smith. And Jones subbed in for Shumpert. Jones in at shooting guard. The 2 stars, LeBron and Love. At the 3 and the 4. Tristan Thompson is out there with Kyrie Irving. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now. Here's Sefolosha. No good. Great D that time from Love.
That's some more rugged play from them inside. They have a decent edge in rebounds thus far.
And that hard work on the boards needs to continue. That could be what swings this game eventually.
And a chance here to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Doris Burke. Hi, Doris.
Hey, Kevin, the monster in that last game against the Heat was simply terrific. He dropped in 17 points and seemed to have a hand in every defensive stop. Good numbers for him in both the steals and blocks columns. The outing for him was certainly one that he would be happy to repeat.
Doris, thank you. Well, guys, you know, he made play after play in that game.
Well, as he often does, Kevin, and we'll see. Maybe he'll explode again tonight because the momentum that he took away from that game, he's got to be feeling confident.
Well, I don't know if it'll carry over, but clearly the fact that you have a high-level performance in your recent memory bank has to do you some good. And like you said, Steve, we'll find out tonight whether it continues.
Atlanta leading by 3. Korver dishes to Sefolosha. Kicks it to Teague. There's the pass to Korver. Back to Teague. Feeds it to Sefolosha. Horford with the screen on James. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen. And now that we have a moment, let's see the best free throw shooting teams in the NBA. In third, the Cavaliers.
As I said, this is one of the better free throw shooting teams this season. Everybody's been doing their job from the charity stripe. They're actually taking advantage of free throws because they're knocking them down.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. Varejão's checked in. Varejão setting the pick for Jones. The baseline J off the mark.
He's been trying to add that mid-range shot to his arsenal, but it still isn't there.
Sefolosha passes to Teague. He kicks it to Millsap. Passes it to Korver. Dishes it to Millsap. Good D by Love.
All the defender had to do there was just stay close to him, and he did.
James outside. Jones for 3. That's good. Jones has got the game tied up here for the Cavs. Jones! Hawks have gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. And the Hawks making a change here. Max checked in. Doris Burke has some information for us. Doris?
Yes, guys, Mike Budenholzer had some words for his team. He urged them to do everything possible to create open looks for each other. Talked about setting picks, running more set plays, anything to shake free of that defense. He also wants them to concentrate on working as a team at the offensive end. Passing, patience, and teamwork. Those were the messages. Guys, they're clearly hoping those changes have an effect even before this game makes it to halftime. Kevin?
Great. Thanks for the report, Doris. Pass to Millsap. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. T kicks to Horford. Back to T. Shot clock at 6. Atlanta needs to get off a shot here. Matt. Offensive rebound. Outside Teague. Out of bounds. Cleveland will take possession.
Time now to get a glimpse at where the Cavaliers are in the NBA rankings while it's still early in the season. First in fewest turnovers a game. First in opponent points per game. And they're the 3rd-ranked team in free throw percentage. A number of players on that team are very comfortable and capable at the foul line.
And what's most impressive out of all those numbers, Clark, is the few turnovers that they commit. Because Now all of a sudden you're executing, you're putting a lot of pressure on the defense because they know they're not going to force a lot of steals and get out in transition to find easy points.
Cleveland's gotten both of their three-point attempts to go down here in the second quarter. James outside. And there's a minute 45 left here in the second. He feeds it to Love. Good, and the assist goes to James. And the Cavaliers lead by 2.
Boy, he really used his height there.
He sure did, Steve. I mean, a nice touch on that shot.
Mack dishes to Millsap. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Millsap's got 8.
He's such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Outside Irving. There's the triple. Another 3 for Cleveland.
Well, he's finally starting to get it going here offensively.
Into Horford. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
And the defense fouling there to prevent that layup, forcing 2 free throws here.
Nice job.
Dialed in from long range.
The contact.
And a tight game here as we end the first half. Yep.
Hi, Kevin. Well done.
Hey, guys, some keys to talk about from what I've seen so far. This is a tight ball game, but remember, this is our house. Obviously, we've shot the lights out, and that's not been by accident. You guys have done a heck of a job finding good looks every time down. Keep working hard to get those high percentage shots. I did like the scoring punch we got off the bench. That heated things up for us when we had to have a little something extra. And in this half, I want us quick to get out on the break. Let's get headed up the floor as soon as we get our hands on the ball.
And now the start of the second half. Neither side jumping out ahead through the first 2 quarters. Kyrie Irving really making a difference here.
Well, in terms of his points in the first half, I mean, that's pretty much what we've come to expect out of him.
Yeah, that's an open book on all you need to know about what talent he has. I'll bet he adds a lot more to that tally in the second half.
And on the floor for Mike Budenholzer starting the second half. Millsap at power forward with Horford at center. Teague and Korver in the backcourt. And it's Sefolosha in at the small forward position. 2 on the clock. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Anderson Varejao. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. You can see the leadership qualities on display right there, guys.
It's all about communication, Kevin. You can't have too much of that as a team, and he's really leading, trying to gather his guys together.
Clark?
Well, I agree with all of that. I mean, when you're talking about orchestrating your offense and defense, that requires a lot of communication, understanding where people need to be and what everybody is doing right. And if mistakes are being made, those things have to be pointed out as well.
Here's Jones. Hits from the high post. Jones has got 9. Clark, the coach, was really passionate in that last huddle, trying to do everything he can to get his message across.
You know, and I'm not sure what he wanted exactly, but he did it with enough fire that I'm guessing he's not going to be happy with any lapse in execution. I mean, he made his point pretty clear.
They get a hand on it. Here's Irving. And the shot is good. And now a 3-point Cavalier lead.
You know, it seems like when they've gone to him, he's really come through. And that's not something they should get away from.
Irving against Teague. Horford with the screen on Irving. Outside Teague. That's a 2 from Korver. Rebound by Anderson Varejao.
What was the defense doing there? I mean, he is not the guy to give an open look to, and yet they got away with it.
James kicks to Irving. That doesn't go in either for Irving. Sefolosha with it. He's picked up by Irving. Millsap passes to Korver. Out left to the wing. Shot clock at 6. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up. The Hawks have shot 75% at the line tonight, going 3 for 4. And Cleveland making a change here. Thompson's checked in. Sefolosha hits both of them. Cavaliers leading. Outside Irving. The dish to Jones. Swiped away. And the foul on the monster. That's foul number 2 for him. Here is Korver, defended by Jones. Teague dishes to Korver. That's good, and so Teague with the assist. Teague's got 5 assists tonight.
That's pretty much been the norm for them, getting their points off assists and great ball movement.
Nice rhythm and flow for this team. Tremendous communication and alertness.
James outside. Charity stripe shot. Once again off the mark by Cleveland.
Great defense there. You really have to challenge him at that range.
Into Al Horford. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down. Stupendous rush to the rim and a mighty slam on the end of it.
But through the teeth of some pretty soft D. I can't help but say that.
Well, let's see how that impacts things here. Because those kinds of plays sometimes can be game changers on both sides.
Rising high to throw that one down.
Sky high, fantastic one-hand jam.
Yeah, what a way to wrap up that possession.
Millsap kicks to Cephalosha. The feed to Korver. Just 5 on the clock. Fires top of the key. Again, the Hawks score. A different look now for Cleveland. Smith comes in for Kevin Love. He's checked in for Cleveland. And the Hawks making a change here. The Cavaliers trail by 6. Perkins with the screen. Irving attacking. Shumpert gets a wide open look. Nailed from three-point land. Shumpert's got his second bucket of the night.
That's like a layup for him. He's just wide open out there.
Shumpert! Schroeder passes to Baseman. He dishes it to Millsap. Bank shot, no good. From midcourt, no good. And now we present our State Farm assist of the game. With 5 total assists in the game, we've seen some great passing tonight from Jeff Teague.
And his passing ability is why they make sure the offense runs through him on a regular basis. Great assist like the one we just saw.
Our 4th quarter action underway, presented by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups. So on the floor for Cleveland, Jones in at 2 guard. Anderson Varejao is out there with Kevin Love. Then there's Iman Shumpert. And it's Smith in at the 1 spot. And he gets it to go. And that's 13 points for the Monster.
And this game is really heated up. I didn't think it could get any more high scoring than it already was.
Well, there's always room for more offense, Steve. You know that.
Teague dishes to Millsap. Plays it up and banks it in. And the Hawks lead by 5.
Nothing too fancy, just simple execution. That's getting the job done when they need to make every possession count.
I agree, Clark. They need stops, and they can't afford any wasted possessions. Those inside shots are really high percentage looks.
Jones sets the pick for Smith. Shot clock at 6. The drive by Shumpert. Jones. And there's a nice one-handed slam. No challenge from the...